Hello students, so this is the video lesson 7, and in this video lesson we will discuss very important question related to the thin film interference, and in this video lesson we will discuss the reflected case only. Okay, so let's see the types of the questions. The all are the long answers. Okay, and in all the questions you have to solve the reflected light or the transmitted light, and basically you have to obtain the conditions for maxima and minima. The last question is very important. In this question you have to solve the both cases, transmitted as well as reflected, and then after you have to compare the results and you have to show that the conditions are complementary to each other. So basically we will solve the problem for the conditions of maximum intensity and minimum intensity. Okay, so let's see the figure. So this is the drawing of parallel film. PQRS is the parallel film. Okay, PQ is the upper surface, RS is the bottom surface. So PQRS is the parallel film. The thickness of film is small t, and refractive index of the film is mu. And suppose that S, capital S, is the monochromatic light source and light ray incident on the upper surface of the film at point A. So at point A we draw a normal, okay, and the light partially reflected and partially transmitted into the medium. So this partially transmitted light reach at point B, and at point B it is again partially reflected and transmitted, and again at point C it is transmitted into the air. So outside the medium is air, and in this way we obtain two ray 1 and ray 2 in the reflected light. So ray 1 and ray 2, as we discussed in earlier video lesson, fulfill all the conditions of the interference. Okay, so they can interfere to each other, and we can obtain the linear pattern, interference pattern of the bright and dark fringes seen from the in front of 1 and 2. Okay, so what are the conditions for maxima and minima? When the maxima will be so, when the minima will be so, we have to discuss. And for maxima and minima we have to obtain the path difference between ray 1 and ray 2. In order to obtain the path difference, here we draw a normal CM. So CM is the normal from C to M point. This is the normal. Now let's see, beyond M and beyond C, the two rays are parallel to each other. So there is a no path difference after M and C. The path difference is before. So what is the path difference between 1 and 2? The path difference is AB plus BC minus AM. So this is the path difference. So let's see the angles. This is the angle of incidence. This is the angle of refraction. Okay, and this is R. Then this will also be R. These at this point there is a reflection. So these two angles are same. So here I angle, the corresponding angle is also I. So whole angle is 90. Then after this angle is 90 minus I. Okay, and this angle is 90. So this angle is also I. So now let's discuss the interference in reflected light. First of all, let's write the path difference between ray 1 and 2. So what is the path difference? AB plus BC in film minus AM in air. So this is the path difference. See here, AB plus BC, AB plus BC, this is in film, and AM path is in air. Both paths are different because one is in film, one is in air. So they are connected with the refractive index. Okay, so we multiply mu in order to change film into air. So both part difference are now in air, and in this way we obtain the part difference expression. Now let's calculate the AB and BC using triangle ABC. We may obtain AB and BC both are equal, and they AB plus BC is the twice T upon cos R. Then after we apply the sine formula in triangle AMC, sin I. Okay, and in this way we can obtain the AM value. AM is the twice mu T cos square R divided by cos R. So this is the geometrical part difference. The geometrical part difference is given by this formula, and when we put the values of AB and BC and AM, the result is twice mu T cos R. So this value is the geometrical part difference. But we know that in the case of reflection there is an additional part difference of lambda by 2, or the pi phase is equivalent to lambda by 2 part difference. So we add this part difference in our geometrical path difference. So now the final part difference is this. Now once we obtain the part difference, we are able to write the condition for maxima and minima. So we know that the maximum intensity is obtained when the part difference is an even multiple of lambda by 2. Okay, so we put the part difference equal to twice n lambda by 2. So this is the condition for the maximum intensity in the reflected light. Now condition for minima, we know that the this is wrong. This is the minimum intensity. We know that the minimum intensity is obtained at those points at which the part difference is an odd multiple of lambda by 2. That means delta is equal to this value. So this is our part difference. We put the value, and thus we obtain the condition for minima. So this is our derivation. Thank you.